us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Completes it downfield to Pearson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Giants will get set for their first drive. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Putting a receiver in motion. It's Tracy on second down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it sets up second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A draw now. This is Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Play action now. Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd down, Purdy. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
On fourth down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Now he takes it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants, 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Counter give to Tracy. Still going past the 40. And he's all the way down at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 yards. And the Giants, 1st down.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Dart out of the shotgun. He finds Slayton on the slant. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Dart. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Jennings coming in motion right. First down throw by Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. And the 49er first down. A 41-yard gain. First down, San Francisco.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They toss right side to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and letting them clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers break the tie here in the 1st. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. In this game, trust me.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Giants 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Shoots away from one. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants offense all set to get started. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. He's on the ground here, Tracy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
And the Giants.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10 from the 41. They go right back to Tracy. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. The Amador Lenore there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Dart setting in the throw here. Catch made. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Dart. Brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, they need 7. To throw, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
From the gun, it's Tracy. Has a big hole left. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. He threw out the running back after such a tremendous effort.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be second and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot. And they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Options are open here, and this is second and inches. Tracy, and he gets in, touchdown! The Giants cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Fits it through the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Offense to the line, second down. From the gun is Purdy. Has it in close. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and 4 coming up now. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Third and short. Here's Purdy. He brings it in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
A gain of 6.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Again, left side to McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Escapes out to the left. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Purdy on first down. Caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's pretty impressive, Kate.
Brian Dable has that challenge flag pulled. He wants to take another look at this.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey. Just a yard, so now it's 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the Jets sweep from the start, and they nail it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Purdy will sneak it. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know Hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Dart gets himself free. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. The give to Tracy up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So here come the 49ers on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Purdy made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's caught for the 1st. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. the 49er first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. On play action with Dart. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force a 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. You're going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dart setting in the throw here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. From the gun, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Moore on to handle the return. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Third down from the gun. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 41.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the gun, McCaffrey. He's got room to roam. Down to the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Giants 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Motion man right is Slayton. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. This is Cox. That's Slayton. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. He's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now they send their back in motion right. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the first half. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
28. Giants 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Isaac Galindo to return. He's going well so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun is Purdy. Completed to his running back. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Here's Abdul Carter making plays as he cleans that one up.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
49er first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Purdy. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie us up 28-all. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. The window to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And without much time to process things after that pick six, Brock, first snaps of this series are being watched closely by all. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Now Purdy. Well, right side is caught by Jennings. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And a 49er first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Purdy to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Again, it's Brock Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Purdy throwing here. It's Kittle over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. 16 yards on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in the second half. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. New York to the line. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first
A run
down.
like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On first down, here's Darts. Steps up, and he's running with it. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
13 yards on the play. That's another Giants first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Darts out of the shotgun. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up third down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it. Back to throw it. Pass brought in by Slayton. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Air it out on third. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
On fourth down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Gano is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Gano ready to send this away. Garindo to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. '49ers to the line. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Purdy on the play action. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. This gets forward to around the 29. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. He's got the first down grab and still going. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Play action now with Purdy. Connects on the crosser. He loses the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they can't call the return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now again, McCaffrey. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offense.
Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Counter give to Tracy. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Dart. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun is Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They send a man in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Giants into the nickel, 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. New set of downs for him at the 38. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 3 on that game. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy to throw. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 3rd quarter lead. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 31.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Darts looking to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. Room to work at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They send a receiver in motion right. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Dart setting in the throw here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The tight end going in motion right. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
44-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. McCaffrey on 3rd down. This gets the 1st and more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That was a whole lot of hoofing it all the way across the field. Before the two, tight end and QB could find a window in that zone to get him the ball. He had to earn that catch in every single yard that came with it.
First down throw by Purdy. It's his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. Second down now, they need 7. Jones gonna throw again. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw again, it's Jones. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. It's from 35 yards away. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Eddie Pinheiro sets
Now
the
Pinheiro
kickoff.
on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. One play action with darts. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Play right side is caught by Robinson. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Yards on the play. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He brings it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Dart gonna throw again. He's gonna pull this one down and run with it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Giants will have a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And they're only 5 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Gives to Singletary from the gun. Jukes away from one. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
17 yards. And the Giants first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Now Dart's going to the air. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Giants 38.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Window to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
They motion the tight end over. Purdy on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Play action now. Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Giants offense all set to get started. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go right back to Tracy. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
The Giants are set to punt, and this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll stuck this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
He's hanging on to this one on the second down option. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds his fullback. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They bring the tight end in motion. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Purdy on the play action. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's another 49er first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. The Giants using their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun is Purdy. He's got it near the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. In the red zone on 1st. All the time in the world. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has it on the slant. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
48. Giants 38.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it this time. And this slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants got to score in a hurry. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They motion the slot man right. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Makes the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. This one's to Slayton, left side. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Dart.